Seeing what been going on, right? If you go back to my last video, you seen I predicted majority of everything going on now. Some of my friends are not at work today because they on 2-week leave. They closing down the job, folks. Don't you see today when they just put out a $1 trillion fund to the economy, to saying to all the companies that employ people so they can pay payroll, so they can pay y'all. I told you what was gonna happen, right? Didn't I tell you the government was gonna start paying y'all because y'all gonna have to be at work? I mean at home. Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you? I was right. I was right about everything, really though. Because look, they closing all business, they closing restaurants, they closing everything. They got stadiums where they just playing basketball games. There's no people in the you know what I'm saying, in the seats because of the fact they don't want to get the players affected because they worth money. You cannot get the players that worth millions of dollars and games and all of that. You can't get them sick. So they rather just play the game and just let you see it on the you know what I'm saying, big screen. So but to get bad, folks, it's in every state, it's in every inch of the country, and it's in every niche, and every day different people around my cities are getting it. So you just got told you. I told you what the virus is. I told you it's a kind of virus, but you got to think about this too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm not taking nothing. I mean, I'm not taking no kind of. I can't take it because I don't want to. You know, because if you go look up Anthony Patch, that's like if you look at the description and go to that video where this guy was talking about, this black guy was talking about it, about how Anthony Patch predicted the coronavirus, and he specifically said it too, coronavirus, in I think 2014. So remember Bootsy came out, the rapper came out, he said people better hope they get the coronavirus because they already know about it. I don't know if it's true or not. You know what I'm saying? It's all fiction. I mean, I don't know if it's fiction or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? We just gotta see, I guess. But as you can see, I told you to stock up on different stuff, right? Cause I told you, when you get up to a level of prediction, your logic thinking is most of the time 99% right. Cause I'm challenging to the people, basically, to the world. And you just see how that we didn't take it serious. You seen how Europe right now, they had 200 deaths in one day and climbing. They went from like I think they went from like 100 some cases. I mean 1,000 some cases to like 3,000 cases in the next day. I told you people, it's the money. It's just the money is spreading the virus 10 times. You think about this. What about you got some heritage money on you? What you got from a coronavirus person, and you keeping that money on you at all times, and basically you just harassing yourself, make yourself hazardous, and then you take that money out, you put it on your counter for the night. People, I told you what's coming next. The cordless money is coming because the fact they will not see no other choice, because that's limiting the fact of exposure of money then, because you going and it cordless money with the chip on it. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? I just know, but I don't want to change my genes, so I don't want to. I like my genes like it is. I mean, I mean, no matter what you give me, I'm gonna always be more powerful than that because of the fact it's like, you know, God made you how He made you, no matter what. You seen like nobody, no matter what kind of ethnicity you is, no matter who you are, no matter God showing you that it don't matter who you are. Nothing modern can stop it. He's showing you. He's showing you to really repent upon this earth, because you see what he can bring upon the whole earth at the one time. Just like the flood wiped upon the whole earth, he can make a dang on plague wipe upon the whole earth and erase majority of the earth if he wanted to. And on the ones with the mark, just like I said in Revelation 7, let me get my book out. Let's go, people. You cannot deny me. Everything I said in my last video came true, right? And I'm on a person just like you. You can't deny me. I'm a regular person just like you. You cannot deny me. I'm just blessed to know the spirit, and to know my way to God. And really the ultimate way, you must learn how to pray first. Everybody, you don't pray like everybody else pray. You got your own prayer. Like I got my own prayer to God. You need to have your own different prayer from every person to themselves. Talk to him like you want, like you talking to a person beside you. When you talk to him, you asking for things. Make sure your heart pure. You know what I'm saying? Take a bath. You know what I'm saying? Don't have sex before you sit down and pray to him. Don't do none of that stuff. Like, make your body clean before God, and God will answer to you. You know? When you do your deep prayer, but if you just praying through the day, I mean, we hermit, we gonna do it anyway. I mean, well, the God put on the earth to do it. That's why I don't look at stuff things like that, because of the fact he put it on the earth like that. So you know what I'm saying. But that don't mean you a bad person, cause he already know your heart. Your main heart is to him. That's how I see stuff, people. And sage, I'm about to get me some sage. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to look up a lot of spiritual stuff when I take a bath, like tub baths. Like, I'm going to learn what to go look at in the Bible to find them remedies to use. All right, let's go. We was on Revelation 7. Praise from the great multitude. After this, I saw a vast crowd, too great to count, from every nation and every tribe. What they tell you, right? What that seems like something all over the world too, imagination or symbolism, and people and languages. That what he tell you right there. He told it don't matter what kind of language, don't matter what kind of people you is. He could put something upon the earth that affect all, but you don't never know. Somebody could have just made this in the lab and it got out. You know what I'm saying? From the SARS virus, you can mix this and probably make. I mean, it's different SARS and swine virus. You can mix stuff and make stuff, but 9 out of 10, you know, I don't know where it came from, but it's on the earth now, and everybody is fighting it. This is a pandemic for real, people. I don't see no other choice, but I don't know, but I'm gonna see how it lasts after the summertime, but cause you never know, the heat might kill it off. It's only might be a cold virus. You know what I'm saying? You notice it started in the dang on wintertime, right? It might end in the summertime. So have faith. Have faith of the springtime to come your way. Have faith of the powers that be of God. And don't never deny him no matter what you're going through. Because you might be putting yourself through it. Because I used to go through trials and tribulation while I was denying God sometimes too while I was growing up. But I got to a point where I can't deny him because the things I'm doing in life. Because God is all good and no badness. Remember that. Standing in front of the throne and before the Lamb. The Lamb is the key. I feel like the Lamb is the key holder of the world. The Lamb is the earth, what birthed us into this world. Maybe. They were clothed in white and held palm branches in their hands, and they were shouting with a mighty shout, Savior, come from our God on the throne. He talking about Jesus. And from the Lamb. He basically saying come from the Lamb. I mean, I guess the earth. Because the earth really birthed us. And all the angels were standing around the throne. Why he tell him to come from the Lamb? Because he might about to release it from with the angels. Let's keep reading. And around the elders and the four living beings, and they fell face down before the throne and worshiped God. They said, Amen. Bless the glory of wisdom and thanksgiving. Remember, I was telling you, I feel like God really gonna come around Thanksgiving. If he did come back. And honor and power, the strength belong to our God forever and forever. Amen. Then one of the 24 elders asked, Who are these who are clothed in white? Where do they come from? And I said to him, Sir, you are the one who knows. He telling the elders, you are the one who knows, because the elders know everything. But I guess he's trying to question. These are the ones coming out of the great tribulation. They washed their robes in their blood of the Lamb and made them. I believe the earth is like got its own soul. Like the earth maybe produce souls. The earth might be a soul maker for its own earth. I mean for its people upon the earth, for its people that are upon its presence. Um, they're made from God. You know what I'm saying? In His image, but the machine makes the people on the. Cause you know we go back to it, don't you? You see we go back to it. You know. All the stuff I be talking about just scenarios, people. I'm just reading the Bible. I'm just a normal person. You know what I'm saying? The jobs is closed down 2 weeks. The schools are closed down. What you think coming next? You gonna have to stay at home. You ain't gonna be. You better get you a. You better. Hey, everybody playing games right now. I know they gonna love it. Cause most of the time, everybody gonna be at the house playing the game now. Especially the dudes. I mean, but just you just gotta. You just can't think like that. You gotta think with the faith. If you think with the faith, you will get past it. It might come upon you, but God might save you from it because He might say it's not your time. You got to learn. Everybody got a clock in this world that when their time is. Serve Him day and night in His temple, and and He who sits on the throne will live among them and shelter them. They will never again be hungry or thirsty, and they will be fully protected from the scorching noontime. You see it. You see it. Let me go back to this. I want really bit in character. Serving Him day and night in His temple. And He who sits on the throne will live among them and shelter them. Okay. So God telling you, serving Him day and night in His temple, and He who sits on the throne will live among them and shelter them. Basically, He who sits on the throne. That means, I guess, God, or it might be the Savior. I don't know. He who sits on the throne will comfort them and save them. Because basically he's saying it will be a just word, and who he who sits on the throne will be the one who protects all the people again, I guess, who served him. And he indeed will never again be among them and shelter them. They will never again be hungry and thirsty. They will be fully protected from the scorched noontime heat. See that, don't you? Scorched noontime heat. What's the scorched noontime? Like the scorched beast up in Fallout, the game. Scorching noontime heat. Cause you know the scorched beast up in Fallout 4, Fallout 76, the boss beast in the dudes out there that play games. You know the scorched beast is the one that breathes the fire at noontime. For the Lamb who stands in front of the throne will, for the Lamb who stands in front of the throne. Okay. So basically, God and the dang on Lamb in front of the throne will be their shepherd. So the Lamb is a shepherd. I feel like the Lamb is the key holder and the protector of the scrolls upon the earth. He will lead them to the springs. Up, you hear it? You hear it, people? This is what? Revelation 7. Revelation 7. Well, let me get exact down to it. This is getting good. Okay, serve him. Stands of the thrones. Separate. He would lead them. It's Revelation 7:17. For the Lamb who stands in front of the throne will be their shepherd. He will lead them to the springs of life-giving water. The springs, So he's telling you it's something on the earth that gives you life giving, like gives you life, like gives you extra life on earth. If you find a spring tap, if you find it on the earth, you will have them, just like Columbus, and just like I can't remember where they were trying to find it in the Amazon, where they were trying to find it, like the spring of everlasting life. It's true. Spring of life giving water. So basically, you know how you go to church? You know how they got the wine and bread? You know how the church, you know how God in front of, Jesus was on Thanksgiving. He was on the table eating. You remember that? He had the glass in his hand. He had the life-giving glass on that table, and I noticed it now. He had that one life-giving gas bass by him, cause he know the way the everlasting life and to be still material in this world. So that is a good key of learning to go find too. I can find out where it's at. And God will wipe away all their tears. That means the water basically wipe away all knowledge and all like the badness that you ever had in your body, all the sorrow that you ever went through, all that was be gone just by a drink of water. That's how I see it. You can say what you want. Hey, Revelation 8. Revelation 8. Was that Revelation 8? Yes, that was. No, that was Revelation 8. That was my fault, people. Revelation 8, 17. Revelation 8, 17. And then I'm on 8. I'm on. No. Hold on, I'm getting mixed up. Yes, that was 717. That's a good number to play too. Cause God lead you to things like that. Everything you do in life is leading you to somewhere in life every day. You might could go on down the street and you might see two numbers that stand out up front of everything. Them two numbers might come out that night. You never know. Let's keep reading. The Lamb broke the seventh seal. When the Lamb broke the seventh seal, there was, remember I told you, the Lamb is the key holder. Silence throughout heavens for about a half an hour. Okay, this getting really interesting. This is getting good. And I saw the seven angels who stands before God, and they were given seven trumpets. I already know what about to happen. Then another angel with a gold incense burning came and stood at the altar. So I guess he's talking about sage, just like I was talking about, and stood at the altar. Basically, stood at the altar of God, and a great quantity of incense was given to him. I guess it's for the people. I don't know. To mix with the prayers of God. God's people. Yep. God's people. To be offered on the gold altar before the throne. You see what he said? His words are not deniable. Given to him, mixed with the prayers of God's people, to be offered like all the souls in one thing. Like all the souls of the people in one thing. I should be my own pastor, but I don't follow no religion. I mean, my religion is only my path, and my religion is only to God and God Himself, and through His Savior that He encrusted, until I see for otherwise that He encrusted with knowledge upon His earth, that unbelievable healing, and He really had the healing water. He really knew what a spring was, and that's why He took you to the water, because He probably had some powers where He can go into the water and make the water healing just off of Him, just off of His mind and perception. What about you? What about your brain was 100 capacity? If your brain was 100 capacity, you could float on the pyramids. You can literally levitate. Imagine what else you can do. It don't mean take 100 capacity to levitate. Really. If you just at probably 25 capacity more than a regular human, yeah, and you know how to percept and be at one with your spirit, and know what your spirit thinking, and your spirit can talk to you from God to you and through your voice, and to your voice when you talking. You got to know that. Okay, let's go. The smoke of the incense mixed with the prayers of the saints ascended up to God from the altar where the angels had poured them out. Okay, where the angels have poured them out. Then the angels filled the incense burning with fire from the altar and threw it down upon the earth. You see what he's saying, right? So basically he's saying he threw boulders, but based on what I would tell you in the last video, he threw boulders down. Boulders were coming from the sky. Basically threw them boulders down as You know what I'm saying? Incense burning. You know, basically like meteorites. And people always keep talking about it's a meteorite gonna hit on April or next month. But if something gonna happen, people gonna happen regardless. You ain't gonna be able to stop it. That's what you gotta understand these days. When the end time come, your modern stuff, what you would believe in now, your modern technology, it don't defines God. Because God put stuff out the blue that attest the ones that's faithful to him. I'm telling you. It might be made by somebody. So, you know what I'm saying? Something might be came out about it. Something, I mean, it might 9 to 10 part of this came out blue because no country ain't gonna let their people just die off like that. Really, to be honest, because they lose some money because they can make money off the people because of the fact people work. If people can't work it, they don't want that to happen. This virus came out of nowhere. I'm telling you, it came out the blue. I feel like it came out the blue upon the earth to test the people and to test the spirit of the people upon the earth. Think what you want. And, okay, let's keep reading. It's getting kind of good, folks. Um, then the angels filled the incense with burning fire and the altar and threw it down upon the earth. And thunder crushed, lightning flashed, and there was a terrible earthquake, just like I told you. It even says in Revelation 8 from 8 to 7. Keep talking about the earthquake, man. I'm fucking earthquake is the only thing I feel like when I feel and when I'm holding this Bible, when I feel the earthquake, it just gives me so many chills because of the fact I know the earthquake not gonna be in just one place. Maybe it might be upon the whole. If you talking about an earthquake that they ain't never had, you might talk about a 15 earthquake. Imagine a 15 earthquake these times. Imagine the people in the skyscrapers. Maybe a one bedroom you might be alright. You might can get out of there, but the roof can still fall in. Everything light bulbs. You got light poles around every house. You got to think about the streets would be destroyed. You wouldn't be able to use no car because the whole street would be mangled. You got to start thinking, folks. Stop living in a world you depending on the material stuff that we making and the technology that we got. The technology that we got now is not nothing that God can throw on us. You see, it's a virus upon the earth that swept upon the earth less than a month. Less than a month from December 20 to December 19 before Black Friday until now. That's when it started, before Black Friday, December 19th. That's why I feel like, because I looked it up and it said that's where it originated really around December 19th. So, really start coming up because, things these days is not certain for nobody in this world. Everybody got to learn we all the same when it comes to fighting a virus. So, I'm gonna read the rest of this 8 and then I'm gonna cut it at that. Revelation 8:6. The first of trumpets. Then the seventh angel with the seventh trumpet prepared to blow their mighty blast. The first angel blew his trumpet, and held the fire mixed with blood were thrown down upon the earth, and 1/3 of the earth was set on fire. 1/3 of the trees was burned, and all the grass was burned. You hear what he said now? Let me go back to it. Then the seventh angel with the seventh trumpet prepared to blow their mighty blast. So he preparing to blow. So he stepping up. He getting ready just like you blow, just like you getting ready in a marching band. You about to wait for your time. So he waiting for his time. So he step up his time to step up. Trumpet. That's crazy. The seven seals got Trump name in it. That is crazy. If you take the ETS off, it's Trump. The first four trumpets. That's too undeniable right there. This is crazy. The fifth trumpet. Let me. But it's got Trump name right there. I'm just noticing that. But it probably ain't got no significance. But it's just a trumpet name. So, then the seven angels with the seven trumpets prepared to blow their mighty blast. The first angel blew his trumpet, and hell and fire mixed with blood were thrown down upon the earth. Hell, fire mixed with blood. Oh my God. There is a way that a virus can be spread, or anything can be spread. Hell, fire mixed with blood. I guess he throwing down boulders of fires or comets or something. Mixed with, did it kill us? Guess I don't know, or that hellfire mixed with blood. Maybe the rain or something that might make us sick. I mean, anything is possible these days with this virus. This virus is unpredictable. The government cannot sleep on this virus. This virus can be a 10 times more better than the Black Plague in our modern time, in our modern history. We must come together as one people, as one person right now. To basically, everybody should be one right now with this. No, you got more power than that person. This is not me talking. I'm telling you this because of the fact I see it. I see it happening. You know, the things I just read out the Bible. You could go to look at the same thing. The first angels blew his trumpet, and the hail and fire mixed with blood was thrown upon the earth. And 1/3 of the earth was set on fire. Oh my God. 1/3 of the earth was set on fire, people. Think about this. Think about the atmosphere started getting weaker. And all the dang on and all the satellites start falling for the, you know how many satellites we got in space? Thousands. And imagine all of them satellites falling down like meters upon the earth. But I don't feel. Only thing I could feel like that will make all the satellites come out of the earth like that. You know what I'm saying? Come down upon the earth like that is from you know what I'm saying, them micro. Yeah, the government got to look at them microwave. You know what I'm saying? And with the magnetism of the earth, you know you. I mean, I feel like it's testing someone going on. You know that don't need to be done right now. But I'm just talking. I mean, cause that microtism is 10 times stronger than a nuke. The the weapons is 10 times stronger than a nuke. Or like a microtism, like with magnetism. You got to think about magnetism weapons, because it's already been in effect somewhere. I feel, and that's gonna be the new age of war techs too. And like, you know what I'm saying, really a country can annihilate a country less than 48 hours, because of the fact they could use toxic chemicals on the whole continent and destroy it, because of the fact everybody will be susceptible. You got to understand, like these days, every scenario is up for grabs. You must you must adapt to all situations. Don't set back like, yeah, everybody know not to mess with us, but at the time, what about that country join another country? join another country, and join another country. And they make their own alliance, and they make their own NATO. I don't know if that will come in the future or not, but hey, I just gotta see, you know. Never know how things originate from future occurrences that's already occurring in the, in the, like you see it in the news all day. So the news just give you hints on stuff sometimes. So 1/3 of the trees were burnt and all the grass was burnt. That's basically say every. Didn't I tell you about? He's saying everything he got. He's seeing so much. He's seeing so much stuff we doing wrong. He's seeing so much stuff that we became. You know. He's saying what kind of souls we became from 10 years from now, from 20 years from now, from the 1990s, from the 80s, from the 60s. What how our soul was and how our soul is now. You know. People really don't care about people like they used to. Like help people like they used to, because everybody mostly let fear, because it's the modern age, man. It's everything is different. We got Facebook, we got everything. So you gotta you know. I don't got no Facebook, but hey, I mean, I used to have a Facebook. I used to love Facebook, but I just got, got to a point where I don't need it no more. You know what I'm saying? You need to look at that new Westworld too. The Westworld will tell you about the coming future, about the drones and AIs, like I was telling you about. They always come out with stuff every time I talk about. I always know it before they come out, and they came out with Westworld again, the second season, with the drones that they trying to take over the world now, because they in our reality, because they found a way out of, I guess, the portal. Remember the first season, the last episode, they was trying to get to our side in the portal. They were trying to come through in the portal. You remember that? Imagine bringing something that's bringing something from 1,000 years from now in a portal to now. You got to think about stuff, people. You know, you never know how stuff is originated and how stuff is until it happens. You know, got to learn. Got to learn. Keep the faith. That's all you got at the end. Anyway, if you land in a hospital bed, what you gonna be doing? Even if you don't have faith right now, even if you just, it's not about a religion. This what I'm talking about is just logic, thinking. Treat people like you want to be treated. If you want people to treat you in a nice way, treat them in a nice way. Just logic stuff. That's don't got nothing to do with no religion. It's just regular stuff. It's just a regular manner. You know. I don't see myself in a religion, or you know. I know the Christian would be my close religion. I would be too, but I don't consider myself a Christian. I consider myself a person of God, and a person of and a spirit that channel to God. That's how I see myself. So, you know, and the powers of the bees and the powers of the light will, you know, illuminate upon all of us with the mark, the ones that He will save upon the earth. If any turmoil that comes, that it gets too much upon the whole earth, that He can't save His people, or that His people can't save themselves. And 1/3 of all things living in the sea died. Everything already died, and what you see on the news every day, millions of fishes watching up 1/3. I think I go seen 1/3 in the last 5 years. I go seen 1/3, but that ain't. I don't mean know when it's gonna occur though. I don't know when it's gonna occur. Then the third angel blew his trumpet, and a great flame. flaming star fell out of the sky, burning like a torch. Told you, people. You keep seeing. Look up right now. They saying a meteor supposed to hit the Earth. That I don't know if it's just some more bull crap, or it might be the meteor that can hit in the ocean. And remember, I was telling you how the sea level. I be predicting stuff sometimes, but I don't know stuff until it happens. But how I tell you about it, it's just a lot of stuff. And the dang on remember the river, remember the tidal wave is so high it blocks out the sun. Imagine a wave like it says in the Bible. Now we read about it already. It gonna be when it hits in the water, it gonna be a wave that's so high it will blocks out the sun and it will engulf the whole earth with its wave. That's a strong wave because you gotta think about it. If something hit the sun the whole sun hit something that's already rocky, and then something metal might hit it. It might be a metal meteor or anything. It hits the earth. It might make the earth rings. So in rings it means occurs a vibration of lower scales more than a 15 earthquake will occur. More than a 15 earthquake. It will be 10 times more. It will be 10 times more than the Hiroshima. It will be more than anything you will ever witness upon this earth. It will be like a nuke going off, but as a comet digging into the earth and pushing all the water wherever it hit, pushing everything out into the sky, blocking the sun out. Because when a meteor hit, it digs, and whatever it digs is coming back out. All water, everything. So you gotta think about everything like that too. But think with your imagination, cause I got a sharp, logic imagination. I'm basing more logic upon this earth, but I do believe in one God. I do. It fell upon one third of the rivers, and all the springs of the waters. The ancient bush and flaming stars fell on everything again. The name of the star was Bitterness. That's what the name of the star was, Bitterness. I need to look up this star right after this. I need to look up the star Bitterness. 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 It made one third of the water bitter. Okay, okay. We get somewhere. We get somewhere. It made the rivers bitter. Basically, whatever they came, and basically whatever flaming, whatever comet that came from the sky, it made all the water bitter. Remember? What about the Red Seas? And a person commented from Africa or somewhere that they seeing reds, they seeing red rivers, and the water is part of bitter. I want to know if somebody ever seen a red river and tasted the water, is the water bitter or not? I need to know. That might be all the rivers might turn red. Green to red. Remember I was telling you about the green to red? Hazard suits coming to your house and trying to test you with a little scanner and showing you showing you the pictures. Look, green, you good. Red, you going. I don't know if the green you're going or good you're red, but it's one of you going. I believe green you're staying. Good, red you're going. God bless everybody's soul. I wish upon everybody be blessed. Everybody be protected. The ones that believe in God and the ones that don't believe in God, I wish upon they find their way back to God and back to Him, and He will save you upon your soul. Your soul is just not for sale, no matter of a manly contract. You know, your soul may not be for sale upon if you really believe, but you already know that you will be what it is when the time comes, because everybody must be judged on the ways of the actions, what they lived and helped and percept and decept and behind closed doors percept in life. Because Your inner spirit sees everything that you do before the time comes. So, and your channel to God sees just by looking at your inner spirit see it. So, let's keep reading. Then the second angel blew his trumpet, and the great mountain of the fire was thrown into the sea. Like I said. So he throwing multiple dang on comets, different places, but the big comets, they're gonna do different things. Remember that movie about them aliens and down and the shit and the comets came down and we thought there was comets, but really they was dang on there was really ships all over the world. Remember that movie a long time ago? And plus remember this TV show that we was trying to get off the earth because we thought a comet was gonna hit the earth, but really it was a spaceship that was coming. It really was a spaceship. I'm ready for that second season to come. I can't remember. I don't know if it's the third season or what, but I will find out about that again too and put it in the scripts. And that TV show you need to look at. It tells you of a millionaire that built a rocket ship for only a few people. Like I guess the 144. He made his own. No, it's on a few people that were gonna go on the ship, but really it won't never comet because the comet always moved because he said how it's moved because they try to shoot it with something and it moved over from the blast where we try to shoot it with, and then when it got here it was a spaceship. It's just like some apocalyptic stuff, and I'm so ready for the next season. I don't know what to do. I want to look at it so bad. I will tell you the TV show soon when I remember it and it comes to light to me again. Let me see. 1/3 of the waters in the sea became blood.